Thanks, everyone.
So now I'm going to introduce Ruby from the Louise. Hi, Ruby. How are you?
Hello. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. So I'm fortunate enough to be based in the Barossa Valley at Appellation and the Louise. As most of you know, South Australia's Barossa Valley is just an hour from Adelaide. You've probably heard of names like Henschke, Seppelt, Lehman, and it's made, like I said, made the Barossa a destination for wine lovers across the world. In the Barossa Valley, we've got one of the oldest food cultures, which is a vibrant, dynamic, and I guess major attraction itself. And I guess it's become one of Australia's leading culinary destinations. And for luxury travellers, the Louise is the place to stay, and Appellation Restaurant is the place to dine. At Appellation, we work on a restaurant with rooms business model, and Appellation has a number of awards, and most recently on Monday was just awarded Hall of Fame for as South Australia's having South Australia's best wine list. So we're very humbled by that achievement. Appellation is led by Executive Chef Mark McNamara, and whose mantra is fresh is not just best, it's the only reason to cook. And Mark and the kitchen team grow a lot of produce in the kitchen garden, but also what you'll find on the menu, 85% of the ingredients come from within the Barossa Valley and the rest from within South Australia. They take food very seriously, but always trying to make it, I guess, wine-friendly to celebrate what the region has to offer. And they're going so far as baking their own breads, butchering and curing their own meats, making their own cheeses. And we even carbonate our own rainwater. In terms of the offering for guests at Appellation, there are 3 dining choices, so an a la carte menu, a flexible degustation menu, and then a signature wine flight tasting menu, which is a 10-course menu with paired wines. And we always offer priority seating for guests of the Louise, and guests of the Louise can book 18 months ahead for Appellation. So, as I said, you know, we're talking about leading with Appellation as a destination restaurant. And I guess one of the integral parts of what we offer is the fact that the restaurant is just a few meters from your suite, and you're surrounded by vineyards. So this is the view from our Stonewall suite. We have just 15 suites. It's about luxury, private spaces and indulgence. Many of our suites have outdoor private showers. We have 3 suite types, an entry-level vineyard suite, the Stonewall suites, which feature these outdoor private showers, as well as the Seppeltsfield suites, which are our premium suites, also with outdoor showers, gas log fireplaces, water features. And I guess the focus with all of our suites is that there are a number of private spaces and that the suites enable breathing space and total relaxation. As you can see, we've got quite spacious en suites. And our, our rates include continental breakfast, which is delivered to the suite, so guests can enjoy it on their terrace, as you will see here. And we have complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the property. What we specialize in, I suppose, is just using a lot of the relationships we have with local winemakers, and we're trying to create a personal connection for our guests when they visit the Barossa. We would utilize tour operators like Jason from Rich and Lingering to assist in this process, but basically tailor-making one-of-a-kind winemaking experiences. We can also organize balloon tours, touring in a vintage car. You can visit the local farmers market with one of the chefs from Appellation and collect produce for that evening's menu. We also offer 2 signature experiences, and this is a lot of fun for international guests. This is breakfast with the kangaroos. So guests would head off to the national park, it's about 15 minutes away, and have a gourmet picnic breakfast surrounded by kangaroos. For wine enthusiasts, we can offer a Penfolds make your own blend experience, and then we've taken it to the next level. Guests would head to Penfolds and enjoy a wine blending exercise. The wine that they make is then sent to Appellation, and then the kitchen would create a dish to the wine that the guest has made. So that's a real food and wine experience. And this is the Appellation team, all local people, and I guess ready to assist guests and provide a real genuine experience to the Barossa. So again, we're highlighting that we're just an hour from Adelaide. We're also a member of Luxury Lodges of Australia and a small luxury hotel of the world. That's probably it from me for the moment. Happy to answer any questions.
Back to you, John. John?
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you can actually hear.
I just lost my connection on my phone.
Oh, okay.
My apologies for that. So, yeah, we have got a few questions coming through. Ruby, do your tours include, where are we? How many years since the Louise was opened, and do you offer transfers from Adelaide through, or Adelaide Airport or the city through to the Barossa there?
Sure. So we're about to celebrate our 7th year in operation, which is very exciting. And yes, we do offer transfers, whether they're, we can organise helicopter transfers, limousines, private cars, all of those sorts of things. Again, I guess the focus is on whatever the guest wants, we can make it happen. So that should answer the question.
Yeah. Great. And you were talking about the custom-made experiences. Is that mainly around the Barossa, or do you cover other areas as well?
That is mainly around the Barossa, I guess, because we have relationships with small up-and-coming winemakers, artisan producers. But if it's outside the Barossa, we would probably recommend people like Jason and other tour operators to handle those.
Sure. One question I had was actually the farmers market experience, which is on the Saturday at Anguston, correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
So that's done every weekend if people do have guests staying there over
every
Friday,
weekend,
Saturday?
yeah. Every weekend, and basically guests would accompany Mark, the executive chef, or one of the head or sous chefs to the kitchen, and would actually tour the local farmers market with them and collect produce for the menu that evening. And I guess that it really enables the guests to connect with some of the local people in the Barossa. And if they're food focused, then they can talk about and celebrate the great produce of the region.
Yeah, that would be a fabulous experience. I'd love to do that myself.
Yeah, well, next time, John, you
as
must
Ruby
come up.
alluded to, I must say I was very spoiled. I stayed there a couple of months ago, and there's a couple of agents I know on the line who also were with me on that trip. So I can say that the dining at Appellation is beyond belief. And I think we had a 10-course degustation, so we definitely didn't go hungry that evening. But,
oh, well, thanks, John.
But as you alluded to before, with the Louise part of the Luxury Lodges program, I'm sure a lot of the agents have heard of this. We're getting great success with North Americans staying on Kangaroo Island at Southern Ocean Lodge, and then for the wine experience and experiences going across the Barossa and even up to the outback at Accomodation. So that's been a great development. I'm sure you've seen quite a few guests that are now doing that, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. We have guests experiencing that wow factor, as you alluded to, and it's great to know that in South Australia we actually have 3 of the luxury lodges properties and offering very unique experiences within South Australia.
Fantastic. I think we've got time for one more question. How many rooms does the Louise have? I think that's 15, is that correct?
It's just 15 suites, that's right. So I have 3 suite types. And so it's 5.
And are children, sorry.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, Ruby, and are children allowed?
Yes, they're allowed, but they're treated as adults unless they're under 2.
Okay, fantastic. And those 3 suite types? So
the entry-level suites are vineyard suites, which have vineyard views. The Stonewall suites are our mid-range suites, and they feature outdoor private showers and gas log fireplaces in the bedrooms. And then our Appellation suites are our premium suites, and they have fireplaces in the bedroom, in the lounge room. They have 3 flat screen TVs, outdoor private showers, very spacious en suites. But as I mentioned earlier, all of our suites are very private, and they have outdoor terraces and courtyards.
Great. I think that's just about all we've got time for, but if there's any further questions, we'll make sure we shoot those questions through to you. And for all the consultants on the line, we'll also send you the presentations that you've seen today, so you've got them on record. And we'll also be posting this on YouTube. Just a reminder, our channel on YouTube, it's youtube.com/SA Trade Specialist. We haven't posted the previous webinar yet, but that should be up there in the next week or so. And we'll also be sending a reminder email out. So with that being said, we do have further webinars as part of this series. We've got a couple more scheduled. The next one is actually going to be held on September the 13th. And we will be presenting Paul Brown from KR Wilderness Tour in this session, and possibly Great Southern Rail. We've just got to confirm that, so keep an eye out for that invitation. In the meantime, I know we're going to be seeing many of you on the roadshow, the South Australian Roadshow, which is commencing next week, actually. I can't believe it, but that will be running from the 9th of August through to the 23rd. So we look forward to seeing a lot of you there. Thanks once again, Matt and Ruby and Jason.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
And we look forward to hearing from everyone on the line very shortly. Bye for now.